Alright, so number 6 on my top 10 locks is going to be, well, we're going to call it the Union British Standard. Okay, these are all British Standard locks, but they all come under the same category. Alright, there's different versions of them, okay, but we're going to call it the Union. Right, so the Union, going to get more in detail, it's the Union 2134 or the Union 2234. It says a few versions. You then get a Chubb version, which is the 3U114. Do not confuse that with the 3G114. They are nothing alike. They are completely different locks. And then you also get the Yale version, which is the Yale 560. But they're all basically the same lock, right? They all look the same. They all have the same type of cover on the front. The only thing that is different is the color, all right? But yeah, if you had the Union decoder, it will open every single one of these locks, and the 3U as well. Whereas if you had a Chubb 114 pick or decoder, it wouldn't open that. Why not? Because it's a fucking Union lock, all right? So they're completely different. They're not the same. These are Unions, all right? That's what we're gonna call them. Now, like I said, the color is different. Nothing really differs apart from the size of the lever. So this is the Union, and this one is a Yale, right? So let me just get a lever out of this and show you, because the Unions have slightly bigger levers. So if I pop that in there, you can see the Yale lever at the front. Yeah, not by much, just a little bit. But like I said, they all pick the same way. You can use the same decoder on them. So, I mean, this is an interesting lock because I could have put this at number 10. Alright? Just for the fact that if there is any make of lock that you're more likely to use an overlifter on, it's going to be these, right? Because there's a lot of play with inside the gate. Let me show you. Now, even though this is a well-made lock, okay, there's a lot of play there, more than most locks. Okay, there's a lot of room for manipulation. Okay, when we're talking about small measurements with these heights, if you get a key that is, so look at this one. There you go. That is similar. All right, you are more than likely going to fucking overlift this lock, and they'd be very easy to get. But on the other hand, if you get one like this, it ain't never gonna happen, right? But what I'm saying is, out of all the makes of locks you can find, apart from the non-British Standard Unions and stuff, this would be next in being the second most easiest one to use an overlifter on. I'll get an overlifter and I'll show you in a bit. But for now, we're gonna pick the Yale version. Now, the reason why I put the older style era at number 7 and this one at number 6 is purely based on binding order, right? There's not much difference between this one and the older style eras like the Viscounts and things, apart from binding order, because in the video with I did a number 7, like I said, you can literally take, not all of them, but most of them, the binding order, they'll just fucking bind in any order they want. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, whatever you want. Most of them will go up in any order you fucking take them in. But these, you can't do that with these. They will have a specific binding order. So if you've practiced with the era, and then you're looking for something a little bit more, then you want to move on to this, because it makes you go in there and actually start searching for a binding lever instead of just fucking whapping everything up. So yeah, you get a bit more knowledge of the lock, get a bit more understanding, and you get a lot of information from it. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting one of these if you've been picking the era locks first, right? So there's not a lot of difference. Picking wise, they're basically the same. But you have to follow a specific binding order with these ones. Let me take this apart because I didn't do it on one of my year ones. And yeah, I'm only joking, like, but I'm going to take them apart because I didn't. Alright, lever 1 is by there. Lever 2. Lever 3. Lever 4. And lever 5. Didn't want to get shown, but I'm going to show him. So, yeah. Alright, so like I was saying, you can use overlifters on these locks, right? What we got here? This is the Chubb version. Alright, got a plastic cover on it. Perspex one. Let's come in a little bit. Alright, there's the key for it. There's the key. Alright, so not obvious that you'd think that you could overlift that or use an overlifter on it. I have a nice one here. But yeah, like I said, because of that movement you get within the gate, makes these locks very easy to use an overlifter on. Alright, so can you see it there? Yeah, you can see it there. Alright, and that's overlifted again. Because the gate could be tighter. That's why that's happening, right? I suppose you do need that little bit of play. All gates will have a small amount of play, but the unions, more than any other, have a little bit more. And again, this is a union. There's the key for that again. Look at them, they're all very similar. Can we overlift it? Of course this will overlift. Alright, so let's get this in. Look at that, fucking straight away. And again, let me take this apart and show you. Just in case you don't think there's a fucking levers in there. Only got the one screw on this bitch as well, I haven't just noticed that. Lever 1, now pay attention, all the anti-pick notches, I'm assuming they're going to be on the top, which they are. There's 2, because they're all high lifts. Right, to actually try and pick that lock would have taken you a lot longer because all the anti-pick notches are on the top. And no doubt you would have gone into one of them. So, yeah, like I said, they're nice locks, number 6 on the list. But depending on which one, again, I'm looking at it from a picking aspect there, not from just fucking using an overlifter. But if you want to get one and practice overlifting, I don't know why you'd want to practice that, because you don't learn anything from it. But if you did want one as a locksmith, it's worth using it once, especially on these fuckers, because you got a good chance of getting these over any other make of Mortice lock. Alright, so yes, we're going to call it number 6, the British Standard Union. That's what we're going to call it. Okay, I'm out. Thanking you. Bye bye.